Alright, so trying again. Maybe this time we can not get all the way to the end and get super attacked. But yeah, the GT boss rush version should be fun. I mean, I kind of want Kid Buu to get built up as early as possible, so maybe do this. I don't know if would he even survive this first turn, is the question. Maybe I'll do this so that we can pretty much make sure that Kid Buu actually gets to get hit a couple of times here. Because, yeah, I mean, Omega having the countdown is like, imagine you get all the way through the boss rush and then you're in the countdown phase and you just don't kill him in 2 turns and then die. I mean, that's the whole point, though, of this kind of event, right? Is you get to build up units for ages, and then against the final boss, that's when you then bust out all your, like, transformations and active skills and stuff, and characters will have stacked long enough that... Hey, nice. I always forget that Rose has a Ki Blast Super Nullification, which is, of course, very useful. But yeah, you get to that point where everyone's stacked up, then you get your transformations, drop your active skills, do tons of damage. I imagine that like some of the stronger teams wouldn't really struggle to kill the Omega in 2 turns. But yeah, imagine having a GT bosses mission. Because I mean, yeah, this one is the movies one, and it has a mission to use 4 movie bosses. So the GT one very probably is going to have a mission to use 4 GT bosses. At least it hopefully will just be 4, like the movie bosses one, and it isn't the whole team. Because then I guess you could run like some of the better GT units on the team, I guess. Like the heroes characters. As in Superclass, not Dragon Ball heroes, obviously. But because yeah, you can have the GT duo on the team, so then you've at least got a revival, and they're stacking attack, so by the time you get to the end, their Spirit Bomb would do an insane amount of damage. I mean, there's more than 4 GT bosses units in the game, but the question is, are there any GT bosses and units in the game that are actually good? And there's what, like LR Omega Shenron. I mean, LR Baby's Easy A is really good. Is that it? In terms of, as of right now, Omega is still would still be okay if the team was good. Baby can still be pretty good, especially because he gets his buffs against pure or hybrid Saiyans, which most of the difficult events for super type enemies are. But yeah, that's it basically. So yeah, that's the thing for the survey as well. The fact that the heroes and bosses categories are too differently done. I word good. Yeah, because as we said before on the stream, it's like movie heroes is every character in the movie. So even a character who appears in like one scene and doesn't really do anything, their card in the game is on movie heroes because they're in the movie. Whereas movie bosses is only the big boss of the movie, so none of their minions or anything are in that category, which makes the category weaker. They should have called the categories like movie heroes and then movie villains and put all of the minion characters on it as well, and then these teams would be infinitely better, because it creates problems for categories like GT bosses. Because like say we got a new Baby and then we got like easy A's for the free-to-play Tuffle possessed Trunks, Goten, Gohan, or we got a new side banner unit that was like Baby possessed Gohan and Goten or something, but none of them would be on super bosses because they're GT bosses, because they're not actual Super Baby. So yeah, it's really stupid. Alright, so we can do this. That drops these down, get you the 7 orbs. Get a heal, give everyone the damage reduction. Now Super Easy A for AGL Super 17 can be one of the best tanks in the game. I mean, yeah, Super Easy A. I mean, Super 17 ended up being one of the best aging, like, 120 leaders. So, he probably would end up being a really good Super Easy A. Just because of the base of his kit. Like, well, even just his easy A. Like, if you look at what he does with his easy A, super easy A for him would be really good. Especially if they gave him like a, because he builds up, so imagine if he got like a big bit of like bonus damage reduction on the first turn, and then you could put him in front of a bunch of attacks, get a load of his build up, and then in the second turn he's lost that initial like free chunk of damage reduction, but because he got hit so many times, then he's built up like pretty significantly. They can't change his super attack effect though. I can't actually remember what his super attack effect is. Does he actually have one? I mean, 100% damage reduction turn 1 would be a bit much, but I mean, we have characters that have 100% dodge first turn, so I don't know, maybe. I don't think it would be that high, but okay, so these guys as a rotation are okay together for a while. Keep you stacking. We can't lower attack though, so it's not like he's getting crazy stacks. He just lowers defense, okay. Wait, no, he does raise, doesn't he, on his defense, on his after easy A. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Yeah, okay, that's good then, because then that stays the same. Give him a chance to do an additional. Plus, because he used to be such a good slot 1 tank, they could give him that thing where it's like if he gets hit, he gets a guaranteed additional super. Because then with the hidden potential, you could be getting multiple supers in 1 turn. Hey, Baba Yaga, how's it going? We were talking about the World Tournament very briefly at the beginning of the stream. Did you manage to get to the 1,000 wins or 1 billion points or both? Because I saw when I looked, you were still at number 1. That was about 10 minutes before it ended, like when I was setting up the stream. I was in the middle of a run when I turned it off last night. I literally only had the final to do, so I just did that and then stopped. So I was at like 3 local and 1,400 and something overall, I think. But considering I barely played it yesterday, I was quite surprised actually, because after the long stream on Saturday, I think I was at like 600 and something overall. And when I woke up on Sunday morning, I was only at like 900 and something. So I was still in the top 1,000 even after turning the stream off and then having slept for like 8 hours or whatever, so not bad. Okay, so if we can get 7 orbs, then we should be putting these guys in slot 1, because guaranteed to take no damage. Already gets 6 key in slot 3, so he gets 24 key this turn. Didn't get 1,000 wins, did get 1 billion points. Nice. 2 hours of sleep, that's crazy. Yeah, 1 billion points, that's wild. You're on 900 and something wins when I saw last, so definitely close. But yeah, that's crazy. Does his supernova count as a Ki Blast super? Because that'd be hilarious if he counts down to 0 and then Rose just negates his super attack. Because I mean, Rose could just kill him here if he gets enough additional supers, but he's doing a lot of additional normals at the moment. 951 wins. I mean, that's still an insane amount. I think I had like 97. It's at 11 million. Okay, well, he didn't do. He's going to do the super as the last attack of the turn, isn't he, with the countdown? So he's just not going to survive Broly. Because Broly not only starts off with a 14 million here, but in slot 3 gets the extra super as well anyway. So there's no way he survives all of this. No Majin Vegeta friends, damn. Yeah, the friend system is terrible. The sooner they add the, like, copy my own friend, like, thing. If I didn't fall asleep, I could have beaten Lotaz's record from the last World Tournament. I might aim for the new world record for points in the next World Tournament. Well, good luck, because, yeah, that is a insane feat. Wait, they share links, right? Yeah. God, where's he going to super? The one attack in slot. Watch the one attack in slot 1 be a super attack. Roshi, I don't think will be coming out in the next few days, no. We would have got a teaser in the news saying, like, new Dokkan event coming soon, if he was coming out. We very much could get Cell Max or Jiren just drop out of nowhere, though, because obviously they use medals that are already in the game. So technically we don't need to get a Dokkan Fest teaser for them. We know that new stuff is coming out on Wednesday, because we got the stuff in the news today. So, like, new Super Battle Road stage, new Infinite Dragon Ball history, all that kind of stuff. So we should get a data download tomorrow. But if something is randomly dropping, we should find out with the data download tomorrow. But it could be a case of, like, we get a data download at 3 AM UK time, and then it literally says, like, yeah, Cell Max is coming out in 4.5 hours. Like, because if it's coming out tomorrow, that's when the banners drop. So 6 orbs. Okay. Yeah, that'll drop that. So if I do this, that'll drop that. Oh, damn it. I was going to say, I dropped that other blue one down to the side, but it also closed off all the ones at the top. Stupid Broly trio. I mean, I guess I just take the risk that they get the 50% dodge. We got the damage reduction and everything. Yeah, that's why the Broly trio is very awkward to use if you don't have an orb changer, because the turns where you can't get 7 orbs, it's pretty awkward. Yeah, there's not been anything on Twitter. If the unit was going to come out tomorrow, they don't normally just shadow drop stuff like that, even with the sync, right? Like, they posted the UI Goku animations 2 days before. They posted the in-game teaser 1 day before, but they still posted them. They posted Topos details. So if Cell Max was going to drop tomorrow, like, we would have something on Twitter at least, even if it's not in the in-game news. Yeah, full dodge build for them is probably good, because it means if you get 7 orbs, you've kind of wasted their hidden potential a little bit, but I mean, that's what they're on the team to do, right, is be a support and hopefully not die. They can do a lot of damage, and their super attack effect is really good, so additionals for them is good. Like, especially here, we just got the triple super, so their raw defense is good, but of course they won't tank a super. They'll tank normals now. And then they didn't get supered, so we're all good. First day and a half, I was barely on pace for 1,000 wins. Yeah, it seems crazy, because it's what, like, it lasts for essentially 3 full days. So you're looking at having to get like 333 wins a day, plus 1 by the end, of course. Which is just crazy. Yeah, that's what I've said before, right? They don't really do Term 1 transformation characters anymore, but that would be the easiest way to do Broly so he doesn't conflict with any of the other units in the game. Is just have him start off as base Broly, but then immediately on Term 1 he transforms into Super Saiyan Broly. And then obviously have him have like the active skill to transform into Legendary Super Saiyan or something. Or he could start off as base or Super Saiyan and just insta Term 1 transform into Legendary Super Saiyan. However they choose to do it, it just basically means that he then has the... well, this is risky. What are you on now? 482. You're at 1 million, so you're fine. Although you can't super in slot 1. Yeah, I really don't want Cooler getting tagged by a super attack. Man, this is an annoying turn for Ki. Everybody gets extra Ki, so it's not the end of the world, but yikes. Rudigar not dodging. Love to see that. For 1,000 wins, your pace has to be 14 or more wins per hour for the entire World Tournament without sleeping. I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous. Because that's the thing, if you then factor in actually sleeping a little bit, then it has to be even more than that. So, I'd love blue hair, Super Saiyan Broly. Yeah, that's loads of people want that as a proper unit, because we got that as the SSR for the Saiyan Day Broly, but then obviously you just immediately awaken him to a TUR with his medals and he becomes Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, so you just never get to use the blue-haired one. I have his SSR Rainbow just for the sake of collection purposes because I've pulled him so many times, but like you can't use him. He's not like actually good enough to use. Yeah, that's the other thing. The sales end on Wednesday. This is something that I mentioned the other day as well. Like, it'd be weird for there to be no sales at all in the game for like a few days. So it's like, does that mean something is going to drop on Wednesday? Because if the sales end Wednesday morning, then something new could come out Wednesday morning. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the art's cool as well, yeah. Oh, we're getting the Dokkan attack now, are we? That's a bit of a shame, because he's going to die. He was going to die this turn anyway. I mean, the thing is that, like, at this point, they're never going to change the fact that they didn't change Zamasu's name, but we still want them to do that going forwards, right? Actually change the character's name. So if we get blue hair Super Saiyan Broly and he's called Super Saiyan Broly brackets restrained, that would be a W for us, because then he doesn't conflict with the other characters. It's another like salt in the wound for the Zamasu name not being changed, but like there's nothing we can do about that now. So I don't want them to not change other characters' names going forward just to keep consistent with the fact they didn't change Zamasu's name. Like, we still want them to do these name updates for some of these characters. Alright, so now this is where it gets to the point where it could be super annoying, as we get to Bojack, and of course Hirudegarn gets locked in slot 2, and he's the unit that we would want to be in slot 1, so that's great. Alright, so my Broly has more defense. I mean, I guess at this point we just have to transform my Broly. Yeah, exactly. Them changing characters' names going forwards means that they listen to the feedback rather than just not doing it. Because, well, we didn't do it before, so we're not doing it again. It's like, no, please actually do it. Yeah, I kind of feel like we have to use our first Whis here. I mean, Hirudegarn will be fine, because he's got solid defense. It's just him supering in slot 1. Broly has guard, but he only has 500k defense, so... And then, of course, he didn't super in slot 1 anyway. I mean, that is also true if they just let you link same name units. Because back in the day, it was like, I guess they just did it because they didn't want people to build full teams of, like, Super Saiyan Goku. Whereas now, we have so many, like, the top tier characters in the game, like, don't have the same name. So it's not like it would break the game if you could link these couple of characters that are good enough to run together with the same name. Like, but yeah, I don't think Roshi is coming. We'd have seen the Dokkan Fest teaser in the news for him if he is. But I mean, we could see that tomorrow. But as I said, if the sales are ending Wednesday, there's a potential data download tomorrow. If they are going to drop a banner, it's either going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. So if it was going to be a new character like Roshi, we would get the Dokkan Fest teaser in the news today, because it always comes in the news 48 hours before. So if the data download was going to happen tomorrow and Roshi was going to come out on Wednesday, his Dokkan event teaser would have been in the news today. So... yeah, and if it's the exact same character, then I guess, well, I suppose it depends. Yeah, like the TUR and LR, because I mean, nowadays none of the TURs of LRs are actually worth running anyway, so that's not a huge issue. But I mean, we said this way back when Broly first came out, when they released the physical Super Broly and AGL Gogeta. It's like, are they going to call Broly like Super Saiyan Broly brackets Super, so then he actually has the ability to link with the other Brolys? And they didn't do that. So alright, so we've got big bad bosses. You've got 657k now, and then we can get 7 orbs for these guys, which doesn't, when we're with the Whis active, it doesn't really matter. But because remember, we got a Whis active now and the Broly trio damage reduction. That means Rose in slot 1 has over 100% damage reduction, so he takes double digits from this. Because he has 60% damage reduction before he attacks, 10% from the Broly trio, and then 40% from the Whis. So he has 110% damage reduction, and after he attacks, he still has 80%. So Rose basically can't take damage on this turn. But yeah, stuff for the survey is heroes. Make sure to let them know we still want heroes stuff in the game, even if the Heroes arcade game is over now. Same name stuff is worth mentioning. And then, yeah, the stuff about, like, the categories for bosses would be an interesting one to bring up. But yeah, anything you think about the game. The friend system, being able to copy your friend lead. I'm sure it's been mentioned many times already, but if people keep going on about it... Because I always put that in the survey. And I always put the same thing, like, along the lines of, like, please update the friend system. Ideally so I can copy my own leader. It's very frustrating summoning for these units and then not being able to run their teams because no one is running the friend leader that I want. See, this is where the run... Oh, he's locked in the end slot. Okay, good. I really thought, because I saw the seal come up for Broly, I thought he was actually locked in the middle, which would have been great, because then we could have just put you at the end. Broly's sealed as well, which means he's not going to get... Ugh. He gets extra defense when receiving an attack, but... Because, yeah, this is the thing. Do I use my other Whis now to make sure Broly doesn't potentially get killed? But then I'm going to be itemless to go against Broly. Or not use the item and see what happens. Kid Buu has fully built up now, right? So he has like 60% damage reduction. But 60% damage reduction and only 220k defense means he gets killed by a super. Yeah, thank them for removing chain battle. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just have to go for it, I guess. Yeah, bring back Battlefield version 1. The crazy... Of course he did. Alright, how much does this do? Oh, it's only 167. Okay, that's way less than I thought it would be. I mean, he does have guard, but still. Even with him being sealed as well, he just destroyed him with his normal attacks. That's quite good. Alright, so we have one item left, which obviously we will use to strengthen our position against the AGL Broly at the end. So Rose will be looking good here. Cooler's up to 736k. So we get a decent heal off of his orbs as well, which is good. Keep all these green orbs here. Hopefully we can get a decent orb change and have the 7 orbs. Yeah, Broly does have the extra from the domain, but of course the enemy gets buffed by his domain as well. So that's the thing we have to remember, is that even the domains in this run are a double-edged sword, because they buff our team. Even Rose's one, right? If we used Rose's domain, Broly is a super boss at the end, so he would be being buffed by Rose's domain as well. I might still transform Rose against Broly though, just so he can hopefully go ham. But we'll see. Depends on the rotations and stuff, because obviously we have characters on the team like Cooler, Hirudegarn, Kid Buu, who won't be getting buffed by Rose's domain. So then that kind of puts them at a disadvantage, because we're buffing the boss and then not them. So because yeah, ideally what we would want to have is have the 2 Brolys together. Get the 2 Brolys together for like the first turn of HL Broly. Pop a Whis, have them do tons of damage in the first turn. Would be nice. Oh, good. He changes all of the orbs. Okay. Well, that's awkward. See, I don't want to float off Broly, but... I mean, he supered at the end of the turn last turn, right? So he shouldn't be supering straight away here. Yes, not a lot of orbs for them. This is super awkward. Yeah, Broly didn't trigger the rage mode as well, which is annoying. No, Marseille isn't a Dokkan Fest. That's why, unfortunately, it means he will probably never get a Super Easy A. Because, as far as we know so far from what they've said, Super Easy A's are for Dokkan Fests and LRs only. Although we haven't had an LR get one yet. But yeah, Marseille isn't a Dokkan Fest. He's one of those weird characters like AGL Tapion, where he isn't a Dokkan Fest. He can be pulled in any banner, but he got his own Dokkan event to awaken with medals. But he isn't a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Yeah, we will be playing Red Dead 2 on the second channel later tonight. Make sure you guys check out the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. I will get the schedule up today as well, because we'll be playing Black Myth Wukong when it comes out tomorrow. The new Souls-like / RPG based around Legend of the Monkey King / Journey to the West. So that should be fun. We'll be starting that tomorrow. But yeah, do check out the second channel for all my non-Dokkan related games. Yeah, Char, how's it going? Yeah, Physical Kefla as well. Wait, did she get her own event? But yeah, she's another unit that's just in the general pool. It's weird that they did that. They haven't done that for ages. Yeah, Janemba constantly being a pain by dodging all these attacks. But now he gets his rage mode. How do I want to do this? Do I transform you now? You're over 1 million defense. I could do this. I did say I wanted to use his thing anyway. Change the tech orbs. It doesn't really help me. Well, actually, yeah, I can get 3 orbs in like 2 different ways, so actually that is good. Alright. So yeah, Rosé should kill Janemba, I think. Oh, nice, 500k. I was going to say, he has 66% damage reduction before he attacks, but unfortunately his start of turn defense is not particularly great. Although actually, this kind of does help me out a little bit, because it means on the next turn we're going to get the full orb change with the Broly trio. Which means we'll get a full heal and like 22 orbs for them. So that is actually quite good. Because yeah, having that come into play on the turn when we get to Broly is actually quite good. Alright, so finish you off. Yeah, so I could do this. And then use a Whis. Because Broly can double super. And then next turn we transform Harudagan. Transform Cooler if he's on rotation, or it's Kid Buu for the support, either way. With the Whis active, we can do a lot of damage in these 2 turns. Obviously the goal would be kill Broly in these 2 turns and then we're all good, but... yeah, these guys getting additionals is obviously very beneficial because they've got a very high attack stat. Of course he didn't super them. 28.7 for this guy, though. So even without the extra buff he gets from his own domain specifically, he's still being buffed by Rosé's domain. Got all the links active because he's next to the untransformed Broly. So he's going to do a lot of damage here. And then even the untransformed Broly will do a decent bit of damage as well. So yeah, honestly, taking that big hit on Rosé in the previous turn was actually good. Because getting that full physical orb change, big buff for them, full heal, guaranteed the fact. Because obviously if we didn't get that, we could have got a bad orb change and not been able to get 7 orbs for them. And unfortunately with this rotation, if we hadn't been able to get 7 orbs, like the Broly trio really should be, because we don't know where the super's potentially going to be, the Broly trio is ideally our slot 1 unit for this rotation. But if we couldn't have got 7 orbs for them, not knowing that he wasn't going to super in slot 1, this could have been a really scary turn. But them getting that full orb field change is definitely very good. Broly transformed is not better than Beast, no. He's definitely like up in the list of like the top units, but obviously one of the reasons why Beast is so good is because he's just that good from turn 1. Yeah, if AGL Broly gets supered at the end, I mean, he is going to super attack a few times, so his raw defense is going to be okay, and he has guard, and we've got a Whis active, so he's got 40% damage reduction. I don't know if that is enough, but we're going to find out. Watch it not be, and this mission attempt end yet again over 30 minutes in the final phase. No, he only takes 100k. Nice. Okay, so what are you at now? 114k. So transform Hirudegarn. I don't know if I can get... Yeah, saving 7 orbs to make sure for the Broly trio next turn would be good, but... Because I need to get... I ideally want to get rainbow orbs for Rosé if I want him to actually kill Broly. So I think if we grab the int orbs for Rosé, so we get the rainbows, and then... Okay, yeah, we've got loads of tech orbs, so that's fine. So then we just do that. Because we still have the Whis active here, which means that Kid Buu has 100% damage reduction. So yeah, if we don't kill him this turn, which, I mean, he does have a lot of HP, but Hirudegarn can super multiple times, Rosé can super a lot of times, Kid Buu is invincible and does a decent bit of damage with his super attack. So there's the possibility we kill this turn, but if we don't, we should have the orbs ready for the Broly trio, so they can get guaranteed 7 orbs next turn, which means we get a free slot 1. So I think we should be good. Also, if Rosé could just go off here and get like multiple supers, that would be really nice. Yeah, he's up to 13.5 straight away here, because yeah, his domain is still active, so... Nice. To 16.5. I think we can still get at least 1 more as well. Oh, I got a normal. Still good. So yeah, Buu won't kill. He'll still do an okay attack stat, like 11 mil, considering he's a support unit, but... you never know, actually, if he got an additional with another crit. But yeah, with the Whis active, he has 100% damage reduction, so he isn't dying to this. Or, I mean, he's not taking damage, he's taking double-digit damage, so... Alright. So now we win. Because, yeah, the Broly trio actually should just kill him themselves, because we get the 24 key. Transform Cooler, because why not? He got up to 859k defense. Let's go, Cooler. He won't get a chance to attack, but it'd be awesome if he did. If somehow the Broly trio don't kill him, but they will. Because they should, even if they don't kill him with this one, they should get an additional. Because we've got the 24 key. It's close. I really don't want them to kill him. I want to see Final Form Cooler actually do his super attack. Yes, let's go. No, they got an additional normal. If that hadn't crit, that wouldn't have killed him. Alright, well there we go. So we finally managed to get it done. I'm going to have this go up as a video even though the event came out, what, like 2 weeks ago or something? But we finally done it. So... Well, no, Kid Buu is a decent tank. He has 60% damage reduction when his passive's fully built up. But on that turn in particular, we had a Whis as well. So that means that adds up to 100% damage reduction. So obviously, on that turn in particular, he just couldn't take damage from anything in the game. But that's why Kid Buu can be so good. Because if you throw up a Whis and his passive is maxed out, he can't take damage. So... But there you go, we finally did it. Movie bosses, boss rush, with 4 movie bosses on the team. AGL Broly, Int Harudagan, Physical Broly Trio, and then STR TUR Cooler of all the units. Stacked up to almost 1 million defense. He took a super early on, I think, for like 400k, which was a bit scary. But I finally have the missions completed for the boss rush, which means we finally get the last of the medals to EZA the movie heroes support memory. We also get a couple of the red zone tickets, so might as well throw them out here as well. Here we get 2 guaranteed SSR movie bosses red zone tickets. Watch these be the most random SSRs. My first guaranteed SSR ticket from the Universe Survival Saga Blue Zone summons was an in LR Zamasu, who I didn't need, but it was like an LR pull straight away off the first ticket, and then all of the rest were the most random unfeatured SSRs. Yeah, AGL Super Saiyan Goten. Okay, good times. Roshi is coming to Global on the 21st. I very much doubt it, but... If Roshi was coming on to the 21st, we should have had the teaser today, right? Or have they just tweeted his things? But they shouldn't be doing that for like 2 minutes, should they? If the things are getting tweeted today. Oh look, we got the Trunks. Even though it's not the same one from the pair, but we got the Super Saiyan Trunks as well. Well, there you go. So we finally got the movie boss rush mission done. That is going to be it for the video. Let me know how you guys got on. If you have done this mission, what was the team build that you used? Let me know down below in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.